Watch this video before starting a community or you'll definitely regret it. I'm saying this because I had a 25,000 people or member in my Discord server before. And it looked like a success, but it wasn't success. It felt like chaos. No structure, no transformation, just noise, literally. And this video, guys, honestly, is going to be the roadmap I wish I had before starting now. Every time I logged in, I felt literally drained. And one night I was like, I just can't do this anymore. This isn't it. So before you do what I did, let me walk you through what I wish someone told me and how I turned that chaos into $45,000 a month. I won the Skool games. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. There's the trophy. And I built a community for people that actually wanted to pay for it, right? Here's the thing. More members equals more problems. Let me explain. Most people think that more members equals more value. That's completely wrong. More members equals more DM, more drama, more energy leaks, etc., etc. I remember posting a motivational quote once and it turned into a 100-message war about politics. And it felt like I wasn't running a business. I was like babysitting a digital riot. It was crazy. Here's the lesson that I learned. Without structure, scale multiplies stress, not success. So don't think that too many members is great. It is success. It is not. Okay? So what did I do? What did I do? I did the unthinkable. I deleted the entire server of 25,000 people, completely gone. Then I rebuilt from scratch. But this time, I built with Skool. I built with intention, invite only, paid, okay, paid access, not free. Because again, free doesn't mean great, okay? People take things for granted, but when they pay for it, they really want to give their all. Clear onboarding, tight community guidelines. And we opened with 50 spots. If you guys want to know how I did it, the tactics and stuff like that, go back to the video that I did before this one. I literally map out the entire thing from start to finish. So we teased it a lot. We hyped it up a lot on Instagram. And within 9 days, I had 1,000+ paying members. So the way we did it is we did a waitlist tactic or strategy whereby we sent them into a landing page. That landing page asked them to enter their details and they go into a wait list. And we said that only going to accept the first 50 people. The first 50 people really got sold pretty quickly. And then we kept scaling bit by bit, 100, 200, 500, and then we got to 1,000 eventually. And in 30 days, actually, we won the Skool games within the first 11 days. But in 30 days, we got to $45,000 in MRR. No course recorded already. We had to record it live. So we did live lessons and then recorded all of those lessons and then put them into the classroom. But we didn't have it beforehand. We literally pre-sold and then started the course. But I already had experience with doing courses before in my print-on-demand, other print-on-demand courses, etc. So that wasn't an issue. So yeah, literally we did it with no ads, no fluff, just gave it what I know best. And we had the passion to serve, we had the passion to succeed, the passion to do well, and to really provide value. And that really worked. People felt it. That's really important. So what did we follow? What sort of framework or model we followed? We followed the 4C model. So it's cause, that's the first C. What do we stand for? We help people build real profitable POD businesses. What is the culture? It's really, really important to actually set up the culture and embed the culture instill the culture that you want to have in your community. So think about things like what is rewarded, what's not tolerated. So for us, what was rewarded was good engagements, sharing wins, liking for other people what you'd like for yourself, and all these things that promote, good environments, happy environments, positive environment, not pessimistic, not negative, etc. So what's not tolerated is, someone who thinks they know it all and they put other people down, etc. We would kick people off, kick people out like that. We don't want those kind of people. So we hard coded culture with rituals, rules, and tone. Okay. Now, number 3, container. This is an obvious one. One platform, no tech headaches. School equals chat plus course plus calendar plus leaderboards plus literally everything all in one place under one roof. That's all you need. And number 4, connection. So you had DMs, we had check-ins, leaderboard prompts, daily live streams, and that really encouraged retention. Okay. This framework made the community sticky. People joined and they stayed in, for the most part. Now let's talk about some tactics that we employed. Initially, our churn was about 2% by the time I went to Vegas. And then as I came back from Vegas, or just towards the end of my stay in Vegas, I stayed there for 2 weeks. Our churn started going up and up and up. And then eventually when I came back to London, I saw it was 17%. I was like, what the hell is going on? This is crazy. What do we do? Where have we gone wrong? So what I realized where we were wrong, I completely got out of the process. I went to Vegas. People were used to seeing me because I was always delivering, lessons and stuff like that. I gave the responsibility of teaching to someone else. And that's before they got used to it. Now they got used to it. I'm not in the process anymore. I just do 1 session a week. But it's like they did not want that. They wanted me to stay with them and always teaching them. So we had to work around it and say, hey, look, I'm going to come back and stuff like that. And we had to make sure that we give them extra value to make them forget about the fact I am not teaching at that time. So we also worked on, a new onboarding video, and we pinned it. That really helped as well. We gave them a clear guideline on exactly what they need to do, the roadmap they need to go through in order to achieve their goals, etc. And we had automated DMs, not automated with bots, but with a member of staff, support staff, that will reach out to any member who just joins, and they would reach out to them and say, hey, how are you? Welcome to the community. I think they reached out like one day after the automated DM, which Skool gives us. And that really gives a nice personal touch, and people really appreciate it. And then we gave them a quick win. Our quick win was as a form of a SaaS. So I own a SaaS company, and our SaaS relates to print on demand. Okay, the niche where we are in, and it's a print on demand research tool, and it does so much more than that: productivity, all that kind of stuff, all relating to print on demand. And it's something that they have to use anyway, and they would have to purchase. So we gave them a month free of that SaaS. That is a really good quick win for us, and they really appreciated it. Welcome post. So they get a welcome post as soon as they join in, and we keep giving them niches of the day. So instead of them doing research all the time, and even if they didn't know how to do research, we do research for them, and we actually post it on the community. So we have a section where we post niches of the day, and people really appreciate it. They do comments and like those posts. This is a section of just niches of the day. It's like you're doing the research for them and you're giving them the opportunity ready for them to swallow, right? Like you picked the fruit, you chewed the fruit, and you spat it in their mouth. This is actually not my words, it's Alex Hormozy's words. He was in a call and he mentioned me as the person who gives these kind of niches to people, to our members, and it was pretty funny when he said disgusting. Yeah, and then also what we do is we do accountability check-ins. We do weekly onboarding calls, apart from the onboarding call that we do with the member when they join in. And if someone cancels, we also send them a DM to make sure that, that everything is okay, if there's anything that we can help with, what happened, why they decided to cancel, etc. Sometimes it could just be their card because there's an issue with Moroccan card numbers. They don't go through and they get declined quite a lot. Also churned members, we try and get them back in any way, shape or form. So if you don't ask, you don't get, right? And the most important thing is that nobody joins and gets lost. We have to give everyone a chance to be, to adapt to the community, to feel like they belong, and to integrate them. It's on us, it's not on them, it's on us. So we have to do everything that we can. We blame ourselves first before blaming anyone else. So everyone lands with clarity. Now, the other thing that we did, rituals that drove daily engagements, was the niche of the day, which I spoke about. So it's the thing that you chew it for them and you give it to them ready for them to start working, right? Consumable media, something. If you've got a community, think about what is the thing that you can give them every single day, that you can give your community every single day, that they will benefit from, and that they will find it hard to do without, right? For us, it's the niche research. You can spend at least 2 hours a day researching niches if you don't have the right tools and if you don't know how to do research. But if it's done for you, you've saved 2 hours a day. Like, I would join a community that would save me 2 hours a day. For $49, it's a no-brainer, right? What else we did? Wins wall, right? For social proof. So public celebration of first sales and breakthroughs and just daily sales, really. Let me show you. So over here, we've got showing the wins, right? This is the wins section. People posting their wins on a daily basis. We've got tons of people posting their wins. We've got 2,994 people or posts in the wins section from when the community started about 5-6 months ago, something like that. So yeah, that's not bad actually. What else? Live coaching. So we don't just do replays, we actually do live coaching. So live Q&A, practical answers, not guru fluff. We do live streams for support if anyone has an issue. So let me show you here. If I go to calendar, so Q&A support, right? At 10 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so what they will do is they will go on a call with our team and they can ask any question. And they do it for 2 hours. That's real value right there. And we've got live calls every single day. This is to this day. We are committed to serving the community. So this is what it is. This is why I say, if you're not ready to run a community, honestly, don't run one. I know some communities do only 1 call a day. 1 call a week. I don't know. I mean, it depends. But for our community, they're very, very demanding. And it's a culture thing as well. Like in Morocco, if they pay $49, that is a fifth of, or just under a fifth of their salary, right? So they have to like squeeze the maximum out of it. But in the US, I would imagine one call a week is fine. It's pretty standard, isn't it? And then, yeah, I mentioned DM rescue system for cancellations. Over here, what else did we do? We did an IRL. So we went from URL to IRL. In February, I drove to London, got in my car, drove from London, sorry, not drove from London, drove from London to Casablanca to meet my community and my team for the first time. It was an amazing feeling. It was really surreal. And we had it in this fancy hotel. Everything was, organized, food, desserts, teas, coffees, whatever you want, morning breakfast, all sorts of things. I paid for the whole thing from my own pocket because I really wanted to use this as a PR opportunity and also to give back to the community. And the hype was just unreal. 120 people showed up, and 100 people had to be turned away because we literally didn't have space for them. And you know what's crazy? 120 people on a dashboard seems very little, but in a room, it seems like it's quite a lot, honestly. And when you feel the energy, it's amazing. It's unreal. And people flew in from France with no confirmation, just following my Instagram stories. There's been people that were going around different hotels in Casablanca trying to find the spot. Imagine, without even getting invited. It was chaotic, but in a very nice way, because you know that people really want to meet you. So when people fly across countries with no ticket, you know you've built more than a business. You've built a belief system. You've built also almost like a cult. I mean, what is this? This is crazy. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but just to see that some people have done it, it's amazing. So these are pictures with the team, the events, sit down, a round table, food and stuff like that with the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Goose. He brought in so much amazing value. I did an interview at a radio station, pretty well-known radio station in Morocco. Did a podcast. I even had Sam Ovens reach out to me. It was surreal. I had my post pinned of the event. That was really, really nice. Now, here's the thing. Most creators fail, or most communities fail, and this is why. Because most creators want fans, not responsibility. And that's the truth. But the real community equals support tickets, rules, relationship management, engineering belonging. You have to engineer the belonging. You have to make them think that this is the place for them. You have to make them think that they can't be anywhere outside of this place. This is their safe zone, right? You need to lead with leadership, consistency, enforcement, and really, really serve that community, okay? And I'll be honest with you, if you're not ready to show up daily, lead clearly and enforce boundaries, don't start a community. Start an audience, maybe a YouTube channel or something like that. But it really demands hard work. Okay? So what this gave me, $45,000 in MRR, a growth engine for my SaaS, so members joining my SaaS. I won the Skool games, which was amazing. I got invited by Skool to the Skool mansion and Skool HQ subsequently for a mastermind, which was an absolute honor to meet some of the best people in the industry. I sat down with Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens in that mastermind in Vegas after I won the Skool games. And I even spent some more time with Sam Ovens at the Skool mansion. And the guy is just, how do I describe Sam? Sam is very chilled, very laid back, just talks like a normal human being, but just speaks with so much wisdom. And it's like you could listen to him the whole day. And it's like gems of knowledge dropping without him realizing. And it's like, it's fun to watch. You just sit there and absorb and absorb and absorb and absorb. And it was amazing because it wasn't scripted. It wasn't, you know, there was no arrogance. I mean, who are you to sit next to Sam Ovens and stuff like that, right? Like, there's no comparison, but, you know, it was a human level, you know? You sit down on the floor, just chatting. Literally, we sat down on the floor with other people and Sam, and he was just talking about random stuff, you know, stuff from school, from his life. It was just amazing. And all that started this was taking the decision, you know, to kill the noise and rebuild with clarity. That's it. And I met some of these amazing people right here, aside from Sam and Alex, you know, Max Burson, Devon Meadows, AI Jack, Goose, Ryan, bunch of other people, right? Keytron, Kevin, can go on and on and on. But here's the thing. If you're really serious about, you know, building a real community, one that transforms lives, definitely go for Skool. I wouldn't have done it any other way, to be honest with you. And if you want to get started with Skool, I'll leave you a link below. So no excuses right there. It's the only platform that gave me everything in one place. You know, you've got the chat, you know, you've got the community, you've got the DMs, you've got the calls, you've got everything. And it's so simple to use. The reason why we had to leave from Discord is because you had to teach people how to use Discord before you could teach them whatever you're teaching them. In my case, Prints on Demand. So Skool is the place. And if this video brought you some value, give it a like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, because I'll be documenting my whole journey in building communities, not just the wins, but the work behind it, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's build something real together. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.